Hello, welcome to Workshop Wednesdays. Oh, well, yeah, the meat cook is going back on. It's meat week again, in case you didn't know. Oh shit, I'm over encumbered all of a sudden. I have some junk on me. Some junk in the trunk. So as you can see, my workshop is in the middle of being invaded right now, so I'm just gonna clear that up and we'll start building. We're at the Tyler County Racetrack today. This is a fun spot. This is probably the spot that we'll be using for building competitions when we start getting into that a little bit later. I'd like to start doing these building competitions, but I'm still having some of these technical difficulties with streaming. Almost feel bad for killing that one. And I'd like to make sure that's all cleared up before I start inviting other people to come and invade with me. What's he nibbling at? This? The dumpster? So, it's hump day again. Oh, hello, Seth. And hello, Pizza O'Clock. Welcome back to Workshop Wednesdays. Hopefully you've had a lovely hump day. And if you're done humping, I'd like you to come along with me on a little building adventure. As soon as I kill all these dogs. I'm a monster. Oh my god, I still have another wave of these things. Why couldn't it have been robots? Robots are at least... robots, at least you only have one wave. Where are these things? There we go. So as you can see, the Jodan is on my team. He'll be one of the first guests that we have on a guest build day. He still hasn't decided what he wants to build when he comes to join us. I'm sure it'll be something nifty. Maybe we'll work together on a labyrinth, or an escape room, or just a fun little house, maybe. But yeah, this is a great location for... Yeah, you noticed that he didn't move his legs, too. Yeah, that was kind of weird. Yeah, roller skates, maybe. But yeah, this is a great location for a little competition, because we got the stands there, it's got a little arena type thing. Got the floodlights here. Lights up the place nicely. No other workshop like it. We'll probably be doing Wade Airport as well. It's a nice flat surface. Very big, broad, flat surface. Where the heck are these things? There's more. I'll spend the entire time doing a defense here. So hopefully these, huh? They can destroy that? That wasn't even a built object. That was just something from, like, the workshop. That's weird. Can they destroy these little tires and stuff too? Oh. Oh, here comes the Julian. Like I said, he'll be joining us for one of our group builds sometime in the near future. Perhaps next week. If I've gotten all these technical difficulties mocked up. As long as I don't have any sound problems, or video isn't all weird and zoomed in. Then we get to start doing proper streams with guests and all of that stuff. Those of you in the chat, maybe you can tell me if everything looks and sounds okay today. Alright, so what are we going to build today? Thinking perhaps a scarecrow. Oh, okay. I'll have to fiddle with that. Thank you. Thank you for the input. I will definitely check those settings out. Oh. They'll let me know where the last one is, at least. And that'll do it. Okay. Now we can actually get to building something. Alright. Just to start off, let's get a little crafting table over here in the stash box. So I can get rid of some of this weight. Oh yeah, Warglaive, that's a fun one. I haven't gotten the legendary one yet, but hopefully one of these days off Murma. Some sort of drop. I'll get a legendary one of those. Maybe I just need to speak up. No. Yeah, I probably do. Oh, Jordan left the team. Where did he go? Oh, I got all this cloth. Lay me down a little bit. I need to save all that cloth. I'm just going to drop it right here. So, what I'd like to build today is, I guess what you would call a scarecrow. Or what I would call a scarecrow. I built a couple of these in Fallout 4. They're a fun little diversion from the usual sort of house and home type of thing, or guard tower, your typical guard tower. So you might be wondering, oh, scarecrow, that's pretty fucking easy. You'd be done with this in a second. And yeah, I can just go over to floor decor, scroll down. Here is it. Oh, I forgot I have that. I could just scroll down to where the scarecrows are. Where are those fucking things? Creepy clown that was added, I see. Yeah, here we go. Here are the scarecrows. You could always put one of these down. Those are fun. There's 3 different variants of them. And I believe one more extra one in the Atom shop. That'll probably be going up sometime around Halloween. And that one's fun because it makes little sound effects and lights up. But the scarecrow I'm talking about is a massive one. I want to make a gigantic scarecrow. Maybe one that looks like a super mutant behemoth or something like that. So, let's start it off like that. I'm going to keep this here. I'm going to move it up a little bit. We're just going to do a small one tonight. Small, but perhaps no least interesting. Set this the other way around here. Now, as I've said before, the foundation is one of the most important parts of any good build. And you definitely want a good foundation. Now, a good weird scarecrow like this should have a pretty decent foundation. Maybe. Oh yeah, I'll probably need that anyway. It just wants to keep going that way. Let's see if I can twist it around. Sometimes you can twist these things around, sometimes not. Sometimes the different stairs go in different directions. And it's just not wanting to do what I want it to do, of course. Oh, there we go. Can I scrap that? Yes, I can. Make it a little tricky getting up here, but that's part of the fun, isn't it? Scroll this in. Here we go. Question is, how thick should we make him? This is going to be a super mutant, like I said, so let's make him really thick. Excuse me. Alright. So we got what's going to be a leg. And we got the pelvis there. If you can see what I'm trying to do here, which you probably can. We're gonna work our way up to the torso now. Staircase. As you can see, I'm not too chuffed about all of these lining up properly. At least not the designs on the carpeting. It's not really the important part of this build. If it was, I would be getting very obsessive about it, but we're not going to worry about that today. Now let's make sure that we can do some walls here. What sort of wall should we have our super mutant? There's a big metal super mutant. Big sheet metal super mutant. I like that, actually. Well, it's fun. I've seen someone do this. If you find a little billboard out here in the wasteland, you can build right up next to it and use it as one of the walls. You can have a huge vaulted ceiling with one of these billboards as just like a huge wall poster. Those are fun builds when you come across them. I've seen 2 of those in my time playing this game. I haven't done it myself yet, though. I love finding weird little different kinds of builds around the map. Recently I've been seeing I've seen a couple of doll houses. And those are always fun too. Where you see the cross section of the house opened up like one of those multi-level golf driving ranges. It's the whole facade cut off. Some people model them after doll houses. Some people model them after the mobile game for Fallout. That what is it called? What is that called? The phone game. You play the overseer of a vault, and you build up the vault on the phone. It's on like Android and Apple. Alright, so we got a bit of a torso going there. Let's get one going on. Let's get the other leg taken care of too here. Oh yeah, we can also set the feet. So, looks like he's walking. Why don't we do that? everyone's on my team. Here we go. Got the legs and a bit of the torso there. Maybe we'll widen out the torso a little bit more. We'll see. So we want to start working on the shoulders now. Oh. Thank you, Lady Flib. You might also know her as Miss Effie. Outside the build area, well, it just sort of messes up my whole plan, doesn't it? Yeah, we didn't have too many restrictions when building in Fallout 4. Alright, so we were going to make a super mutant, but since that's not possible with this landscape, some workshops let you build higher than others. But let's roll with the punches here, and instead of a super mutant, I'm starting to see, without any sort of, without adding any sort of height to this, I can see a Wendigo Colossus standing here. So why don't we work on that? Why don't we make this into a Wendigo Colossus? Make a little head and 3 heads on each side. Okay. This in the middle. Thing is, I'm going to want to replace this door. Actually, that'll work. That'll work nicely. So this is going to be the main head, or the screaming head, of the Wendigo Colossus. And let's get some walls here. Let's make some little jaws here for our Wendigo Colossus friends. Yeah. And yeah. It's kind of a good jaw, but let's get some teeth on those too. There's all sorts of fun lights in this game to play with. I'll work with these. These look like good teeth, right, don't they? That's pretty good. And then some. Let's move these closer to the center. Got these those in. Oh, that's from above. Speak of the devil. Someone's probably launching a nuke on the Wendigo Colossus right now.
Attention, citizens.
Shall we
Nuclear
see?
strike imminent. Please exit the area at your earliest convenience.
Oh,
Thank you for your
it's the
cooperation.
Scorch Queen. I'm doing okay on repair kits right now. Otherwise, this would turn into a stream about the Scorch Queen. But let's stick with the plan. So I don't remember, are the other hits smaller on the Wendi-go Colossus? I'm not sure. So we're just going to make them all the same size. Some windows for eyes. We did in the front. These aren't facing the right way. But that's alright. Oh, right. I'm outside of the workshop. And it shut down automatically. We're not going to see the nuke from here, so leave off the fireworks. You can see we're building with Carl today. Alright, there we are, back in the workshop. Lights. What do we do? 3 in the middle? 3 in the middle. 3 in the middle, 2 at the ends. Big ones. There we go. Why don't we start lighting these up too? Yeah, I don't have these unlocked. I'm not going to do much electricity. So just go like this. Power connectors. Yeah, sometimes that wire doesn't turn green, but it still works. So, always try anyway. Are these lights on? I think they are. It's kind of hard to tell. What's nice is that our build will start really finishing up when it's nighttime in the game. So we'll get to see it all lit up. Maybe I'll put some extra lights in there to make it extra funky. what color of glowing do Wendigo Colossus? They have like yellow glowing eyes, I think. So maybe we'll do that with the cycling lights. Add the cycling lights to these little rooms. Give it some glowing eyes. And those lights over there. Ah, jeez, I did that again. Light. There we go. And one more of these. That looks pretty good. Now, this is just the torso and the heads and the legs. Let's see how they look so far. We still got arms to put on these things. On this thing. You know what? Not happy with the way the sides turned out. I think I'm going to switch those around. Just a little bit. They put a lot of limitations into the building in this game. Certainly a lot more than they did with Fallout 4. Yeah, this will work okay. Store these. You can store things in your workshop just like you store them in your camp. And it'll save you some resources. Of course, like we always do, I switched around my perks, so we're using Contractor and all those good things to help mitigate the cost of the resources, so we don't run out of resources in the workshop and start using my personal store. Let's turn this into the doorway. Why do we even have these? Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to have this kind of hang over the side there. This. I'm just going to build out from here. Okay. Repositioning the head over here. Let's see if this works out okay. This isn't anything too fancy, like we did last week with the escape room. That was fun though, wasn't it? I did enjoy building that little escape room. I hope someone came across that and got trapped in there and had fun figuring out how to get out. As long as they didn't get upset or anything trying to figure out how to get out. It wasn't a difficult escape room, was it? I can certainly make them more complicated. And, let me know if you want to see something a little bit more complicated in that vein. So I would certainly wouldn't mind doing that. Let's get all these up. Reposition them in the same line. And then we'll get that head front and center. Well, not front and center, but front. Front at least. And then we'll work on the arms, because Wendigo Colossuses, the big-ass Wendigos, they have those big-ass long arms that swing around by their sides. Or in the case of the Wendigo rug, where is that? Pretty sure I have that on this character. Yeah. Look at those arms. That's some freakishly big arms. So, we're gonna work on those after we get these heads in order. What did I do here? Okay. That. Let's not let it stick out there. Maybe I'll make the second chamber. No, I do want it to stick out a bit. Yeah. Forgetting I'm not making it too massive this time, because I was worried about the height limit. I really didn't think it would be that small, though. But when you're playing around, if you want to play around with the workshops, it's a good idea to travel around and try different ones out, because they all have different landscapes, they all have different, little trinkets that come along with them. And they all have different build heights, and budgets, and resources that you can... I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second. Different budgets that you can play with, and different sort of resources to build with. Unfortunately, you can't use those resources when you're crafting things in the workshop. It only works with... Wow, that took them a while. Huh. Used to seeing the Scorch Beast Queen finished off in a matter of moments. Didn't take that long. Oh, Poppykin. Oh, she's one of the ones with one of those dollhouse type creations. So if you ever get a chance and you see her on the map, be sure to check out her camp. It's a very cool little dollhouse that is just very pretty and nice. Right now it's over by where Meat Week is taking place. Be sure to look just around that area where Graham's Meat Cook takes place. Check it out. There we go. Been playing this game since beta, and I still don't know where everything is. There we go. No. Yeah, I'm glad we didn't divert the stream to go fight the Scorch Beast Queen. That would have taken way too long. So, with the arms, what are we going to do with the arms? Have them hang out from the torso up there. Maybe come down through the floor. That might be fun. What do I want to do with those? Whenever you're building something like this, it's always fun to have a little model for it as well. So why don't we go over to floor decor, and where's that little plushie for the Indigo Colossus? There it is. Where the hell did you go? There. Circuitry? What the hell is that circuitry? We have the rogue over there, so let's have him over here. Let's need a Schwartz be with ya. Nope. Nope, he just says "Rrrr." Alright. I'll move this downstairs while we're working on it. Alright, if this fits anywhere. Does this guy fit? It's pretty massive and gangly, isn't it? I'll just place this outside for the time being. Alright. So I think we're going to have these coming out through the floor. That structure would not be accessible. Okay, I guess we're not going to do that. We're going to have them... I'll try something here. I don't know if this will work, but we'll see. Stairs... There we go. All sticking out. This one. Oh no, it wouldn't matter anyway. Here. Another bit of stairs. There. I built a lot of these kinds of structures. I've never built one for the Wendi-go Colossus though. What should I have for those massive fists? Yeah, it's something to think about while I build the other staircase. Which I think I'm going to start with the smaller stair first. think it might have been better if I had it poking down through the floor. It's kind of too late for that. It's too bad. Once again, these restrictions on building can put a little bit of a monkey in the wrench. But that's okay. Yeah, I roll with the punches with this game. And the point is to have fun with these builds and not get too frustrated and everything with little bugs and restrictions and all those little things that Bethesda likes to put in their games. Although, I think it would be fair to point out that they have those restrictions in this game because it's a multiplayer game. While if you play in the... Well, what the fuck was that about? A little bit of lag for me, I guess. If you play any of their other games, it's very, very unrestricted. You have all sorts of freedoms, there's all sorts of mods you can download and everything that they just wouldn't allow in this one. Now, do we want the other arm to go all the way down to the floor the same way? Have it shooting down that way. Can have it go off to the side. Let's see how it looks going off to the side. I do have some room here. Oh, the car disappeared. That's not bad. Our giant scare Wendigo Colossus. Now, what do we put for these gigantic hands? That should be over here. I could put a... So we got under miscellaneous. Give them train car arms. Massive train car hands. Use this one too, since the rest of it's metallic. Maybe we should do this. That's nice. I think I'll probably go with that. Let's see what else we got. This Logan Joe's sign. It's not really going to help us here. Daily ops. Tables maybe? No, the Wendi-go Colossus has those massive hands. I think those trailers are going to be the best bet for us. Sit that way. Oh, for Frosty's back. I'm getting into my own supply now. Oh my goodness, I'm dehydrated. Let's look at first aid. There we go. Oh, I never cooked all that meat. I should probably do that. There we go. Giant scare Wendigo Colossus. That's hilarious. If I had built this later, I probably would, yeah, it's 3 in the afternoon in-game. It's going to be a little while before night falls. But it's always good to flesh out these arms too. Let's add a couple of walls. It's little platforms here before we call it done. Okay. Put this side. Ah. Okay. Go back to floor decor. It's only proper to add one of those. Where is it? Here we go. Let's do it. What are we doing with the meat pile lock? Looks like I think I got a bunch of plans that I have to click off on. What am I gonna leave for here? Here. That's sure lit up. Yep, those are all lit up. These are all lit up. And these are all, well, these are not lit up. I guess that's not close enough. We're gonna leave that one there. And get another little power connector. To them over here. Now those are lit up. Let's move them down to a reasonable spot. Yep, I'm definitely getting a little bit of lag here. Right at the entrance. That's a good spot. They look so happy. Jabbering at you. What are they smoking? Alright. So there we have it. Wendi-go Colossus. The Scarecrow Edition. That's a good one to do if you're limited by the height budget of the camp. If not, like I said, I was planning on making a super mutant. And made a massive one in Fallout 4. We'll do that one day. Install Fallout 4. I can show you some of the workshops I did there for the settlements. Like I said, much less restriction with your building in that game. Giant super mutant scarecrows. I built Hindenburg at the castle. One of my characters. All sorts of crazy giant structures. Still feel like there's more I could do here to make this a little bit more authentic. Roofs here? No, that cuts off. Yeah, I had a feeling when those power connectors would go too high, I'd be dealing with that. Well, I could put some other little niceties in here. Oh, yeah. I want to build one of these. Oh wait, no, I can build two? I'll just put one on either side here. Right up to the wall. Nice. So let's see here. Let me build another. Oh, nice. Okay. Used to be you can only build one of those. So those coming out of the side heads, and what do I have coming out of the front head? Oh, I got an idea. What about some sort of defense turret or something? I could add science to my perks and put lasers. That makes sense. Should I go with the missile launcher? Missile launcher might be fun. I always do like a good explosion. As Mr. Torg would say, explosions. Of course, that's a different series. I feel like there should be a Mr. Torg in the Fallout universe too. I guess the closest thing that we have is that giant robot from Fallout 3 that wrecks everything at the end, storms across town. I do like the smoke machines coming out. Let's see. I think it's just a spotlight. That gives me an idea. Tables. Oh wow. There's something I don't have the plan for. I have plans for... Oh, there's a couple of tables I don't have plans for. Let's try these wooden ones. these little spotlights on the tables. Wire those up. And I might have to get one of those through the wall conduit type things. Maybe not. Let's see. All right. Let's get these all wired up. And as close to the windows as we can. I guess that is as close to the windows as we can. Let's move the table a little closer. Let's see how close to the wall we can get that. Oh. Alright. That should be pretty impressive. Of course, it's going to look a little silly because the eyes don't sync up there. Let's see what goes on. Oh, geez, who knows if anybody will even be able to see them. You can see them barely. I'm going to move them closer to the center. I think it'll look better that way. Center them. Not too much, just a little bit. So we won't get cut off so much by everything else. That is just a little too much. Okay. And now we can move this over a little bit. Closer together, I think that'll look nice. I'm starting to think I shouldn't have had that. No, actually, I kind of like that. The two arms sticking out at different angles. Of course, you can do whatever you like with your build. Smoke machine is fun, but it's messing up the whole effect with the teeth for the lights, so I think I'm going to move those a little bit. Perhaps just make them a bit more atmospheric and have it come out the shoulders there. Other side. There we go. Yeah, the smoke was blocking the teeth way too much. Honestly, I wish I could make a third one. I could have a little smoke coming out of its rear. That would be a fun little joke, wouldn't it? Let's see. Oh. We've been hanging out here so long that we're getting tasked with another defense thing. You know what I'm going to do, since we got all these turrets and traps things anyway? Let's just set up a bunch of them so we don't have to worry about it. Could have little turrets on top of these. So that doesn't disappear. You can put the turrets right there. Alright. I think it might be time to call this one finished. Got all of the major parts of the Wendigo Colossus. It's almost nighttime, so we can get a good look at the lighting effects and everything. It's googly. Oh. Just sort of sneaky. Wow. Are those not no, these are level 54s. You know, I think they improved the turrets. Oh, hey, sure. Thank you, Brian. It's my Colossus style scarecrow. There we go. Ooh. I need to get some harpoons. Oh, there's one more of those clues. Right over here. That's the great thing about the harpoon gun, is that you can... Oh, no kidding. What do you do with this? Wait for his little head to stick out. Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. Maybe I'll place a mine down there when we're done with this. So yeah, now that it's getting dark, you can see how it's all lit up. You know, I like to light up the hands here as they are, such as they are. Here's one of the massive hands, the other massive hand. Move this in here? Is it too big? Oh, that's bigger. Ooh. There we go. So as night falls on the wasteland, we can take a look at the lighting effects on this with the teeth. Still can't really see what's going on with those spotlights. Maybe they don't really work too well through the eyes. I see them roaming around inside the middle head. But they don't really stand out too well. So, I'll have to try something else with that next time. Like I said, the cycling lights always work very well. You've seen the build of mine where I made the sort of light box, the rainbow light box. Those cycling lights come in very handy for when you need a bright touch of color in your camp. You could just have 2 of those cycling lights as pinpoints right by the windows. It'd probably work a little bit better than this. And I would have done that this time, but we can't place the roofs and there aren't any floor standing cycling lights. Although there should be. Oh. Just got a shade darker. Yeah. Oh, you shut up. Go over here. Of course, those floodlights kind of blend in with the other lighting too. Makes for a good look on the body of the piece, but I don't know if it's interfering with the lighting that I already put in there. So there we go. A scare Wendigo Colossus, or a scarecrow modeled after a Wendigo Colossus. Another weird little build that I like to play with here in the wasteland. So, I hope you had fun with me. I hope you get a chance, or maybe this gives you an idea to try something of your own creation, or even just copy this and make that your camp, if you want. Do whatever you like. That's the great thing about this game, so much freedom to just build whatever you want, wherever you want, especially with your camp. And we'll be coming back next week, next Workshop Wednesday, so I'll see you next hump day when we build something else. Hopefully this went okay, and I won't have any more technical difficulties. Perhaps we'll have a guest next week. The Jodan might show up again, and he'll help us build something. We'll each build a similar type of structure. And actually, you know what? Next week I'm going to get rid of all those stupid things on the side, the mission things. I don't know why I leave those there for you. They can be very distracting, can they? So y'all have a good week, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Bye-bye.